Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. I came with another video here. On today's video, I'm going to show you how two PLCs share data, as one has a internet port or profinet port and the other doesn't have, but uses a communication processor. So the communication processor acts like a profinet IO device. Okay, so as you see on the diagram, the layout looks like this one. So on the left, we can use the instructions system function for 3 and 50 for reading and writing, or you can directly use the input and the output addresses. On the right side, you have, as we use the communication processor as a Profinet IO device, so we have to use those functions or the PNIO send and the PNIO receive for sending and receiving the data. Okay, sorry. So the hardware configuration looks like this one on the controller. So this is the controller and these parts inserted uh, as a device. Or okay, so let's do this on our schematic manager and program. So let's create a project first. So it's loading. Okay, PLC to PLC communication using the communication processor as a IO device or the PNIO device. PNIO device. Okay, that will make clear. Okay, so okay, let's insert two stations. This is the controller and let's insert another PNIO device. Okay, so let's configure the hardware configuration for the PNIO device. Okay, it's loading still. Okay, insert rack. Great. Let's insert the CPU. My CPU is 317 2DP. This one. Okay, cancel. Okay, let's insert our communication processor now. Communication processor is around this one. This one is my communication processor. So let's create a new internet one, and let's change the address, the IP address to 1020. Okay, great. Okay, now we can cancel this one. Save. Sorry. Also, let's configure the hardware configuration board for the controller also. Okay, insert the rack first, then insert the CPU. My CPU is this one, 317 2PN DP. Okay, let's put it on this one. We can make it the address 10. Great. So we have to put the communication processor here now. Okay, under IO schematic S7 CP lanes. This one is my communication processor. As we select on the other PLC, we have to also select the version. So now we can put the input output. Let's put the input first, then put the output 64. Great. So we can make the address to 256 and 256. Great. Let's save and compile. So we have to do the coupling on our second PLC on this one. First, let's do. So we have to select this, and on the Profinet, this one, you can change the name if you want. So select this one. So our PLC comes here. So we can say couple. Okay, okay, okay. Let's compile this and also compile the second PLC. So we have done successfully the hardware configuration. So let's do the programming now. Okay. Before doing that one, let me create the DBs that are necessary for receiving and sending data. So let me prepare for both PLCs. Okay, to save time. So now I have created 2 DB for one PLC on this controller side. So let's see the data. DB100 to send. So this DB has almost 64 bytes. Let's see that one. 64 bytes, yes. And it's also parameterized. So we will send this DB to the second PLC. And let's see DB101. That's going to be my receiving for data from the second PLC. It's not parameterized as you see. So its length is also 64. Okay. So I have included integer, real, in the bool. Okay. On the second PLC, DB200 to receive to send the data. So let's see that one. It's also parameterized. So it's parameterized. The length is also 64 bytes. So when we see, it also has integer, real, and the bool, and DB201 for receiving from the second PLC. So it's not parameterized. So its length is also 64. So the data will be come from the second PLC, and also I added 1 DB for partner status here, 10 in byte for one for the sending and the 10 byte for receiving. The status of the partner PLC will be shown here if it is not reachable or not possible to write or read. Okay, that's great. My DBs are here, so let's create our program on controller PLC. That's great. Okay, let's receive data from the second PLC or PLC2 to make it. Okay, let's use system function 40 for reading. So the address is 256. That means 100 in hexa. Let's put our error code on memory word 2, and let's put our data on db101.dbx starting from 0 bytes, 64 bytes. Great. Okay, let's also write. So for writing, send data to PLC2 for writing or sending, we can use system function 50, and the address is also the same, 256 in hexa 100, and I'm going to send my db 200, db starting from 0064 bytes. Okay, great. Let's put the error code on memory word 4. That's great. Okay. Let me add one thing. As I said on my last video, what if the second PLC is not reachable? So the data will not be updated. So to make it that one, initialize the DB, we can use initialize DB 101. Let me write the program later. Okay, great. We are almost done for one PLC, so let's add for the second PLC. That's great. So let's okay, we need our program element here. So send data to PLC1. So this one is under schematic need 300 system function 11. This one PNIO send. Okay, the address is again 100. Mode is IO device controller, so make it 0. The length is 64 bytes. I'm going to send DB 200 starting from 00 64 bytes. Great. So I'm going to put the partner DB 205. That's why I created DB 201 205 starting from 00 bytes 10. Okay, let's put our 20.0.1 memory word 22. Let's make it the memory 20. Okay, done for sending. Let's add for also receiving. Receive data from PLC1. So for receiving this one, the same, the address is again the same, 100. Mode is also the same, and the length is 64. I'm going to receive on my DB 201 starting 00 64 bytes. Great. So let me put my partner status on DB 205 DBX 10.0 bytes 10. Great. So memory word 20.3, we can use this one. Sorry. And memory 20.4, memory word 26, memory 20.5. This is also memory word 28. Okay, done. Creating for the second PLC. So great. Now we can load our program onto the PLC. For the first time, we have to use MPI cable for the second PLC because it doesn't have internet port. So let's do that. Okay, let's confirm again by this one. All. Okay, done. Let's add also, let's download for the second PLC. So we have to use the internet port. I've already downloaded, so I'm using the Profinet cable or the internet cable. Okay, done. Okay, let's monitor our TVs. DB101. Do I receive from the second PLC or not? Monitor. Okay, great. I'm receiving the data from the second PLC on my first PLC, and let's also check on the second PLC. DB201. Okay, let's do I receive from PLC one or not? I'm not receiving. Let me check one time. Okay, what do I? Okay, this one is right. Sorry, this one is 200. Must be 100. Here is my mistake. Sorry. Let's reload again, because this one is 100. Let's check again on second PLC, DB. Now I'm getting the data. That's great. Okay, let's see this one. This is the partner status. Let's check that. Well, let's monitor this also. Let me, now the value is 00. Let me stop the PLC one. You see the value is changing. So the status of the second PLC, you can get this one for sending and receiving. That's great. When I make it on, it's gone. Okay, great. And one left. Let me add one tip for you. Let's check this one and also this one. Let's arrange with this monitor. Okay, also monitor this one. Okay, now receiving. Let me stop the second PLC now. Stopping. One thing I forget is let me add. Let's make it offline. We have to add OB86, 86. Let's also add rack filler in the mod 122 for module fault. So let me download those. Okay. Sorry. Let's monitor now. Okay, let's also monitor this. It's receiving now. Let me stop the second PLC now. So the it's not reading or writing to the second PLC, but the data is not updated. Okay, that's the problem. That's what I want to show you. So let me add one thing. So you have to initialize DB 101 to make it 0. Okay, let me add move 0 to Let's make it right. This one. Okay. We need program element comparator not equal to. Okay. If this one for reading memory word 2. If this is different from 0, so we have to do what? Uh, initialize our TV. So system function 21. So let's move this one here. Okay, word 6 for the error code. And on here, tb101.tbx starting from 0 bytes 64. So all the dbs will be initialized. So the value will be 0 when the PLC is not reachable. Okay. Okay, now let's monitor again. Okay. Now I'm getting the data. Also monitor this one. Okay. So now it's getting. Let me stop the second PLC. You see, this is active. So it's initializing the DB to 0. As you see, the value is gone. When I make it on again, it's back. That's great. That's what I want to show you. Thank you for watching me. I think I am done on today's video. On the next, I have left only one video on PLCs. So see you another time. Please subscribe and share.